And welcome back to another Hermitcraft live stream. No, I wasn't talking to myself with the microphone muted. Shut up. Shut up, the lot of you. Jeez, we're live. I got an itchy shoulder and I just put DP on it. Now I'm going to have a hot finger because I scratched it. Let's try and get that stuff off. Got DP on the shoulder. We got noises in the air between the streams. Whiffy Kings, Quirdual, Flogo 2012, all subscribing. We got Exosphere 146 resubscribing for 2 months, saying, "Hey X, thanks for rekindling my love for Minecraft." No problem at all. No problem at all. Oh, I wasn't aware that I did that until now, but cool. Sweeney Dunstan MC has gifted a sub to Raganor. Thank you ever so much, Sweeney, for gifting the sub. Very kind of you to do that. Raganor, or Regnail, I can't quite say your name. You are now a subscriber, so thanks to Sweeney. Appreciate you doing that, Sweeney. We also got James Drew 27 resubscribed for 40 months. Goodness me. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. What's the new games zone page? We're going to get to that soon. I'm going to do some other stuff first. But yeah, I got a new game for the minigame area. We're going to work on it. Where we're going, I don't feel like I really need to take anything with me other than maybe a spare shulker box. Also, do I have... I've taken all of my observers out of here. I know I need some more droppers. None of those are droppers. If anything, I just might end up needing some redstone. Yeah, I don't think I need to take too much to do this. Well, that was loud. Defense 041 has resubscribed for 42 months in a row. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it ever so much. The Yeedle LG says your mic is muted. Well, I better end the stream then. That's it. We're not streaming Hermitcraft today because my microphone is muted apparently. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, I'll just have to stop making videos then, won't I, eh? I'll have to stop making those videos and streams that you enjoy. That's it, I can't make any more. God, if people in chat say it's muted, that's the end of the world. Swifter Cat has resubscribed for 2 months. Swifter Cat, thank you ever so much. I appreciate your support. Hope you're doing good. Tuxaban says you used to talking to yourself anyway, X. Yeah, that's right. Rub it in. I won't miss all of you. I'll just be talking to myself like always. Jeez. What an amazing start to the stream we're off to, hey. I just remembered that there's a shop in the Hermit area that sells redstone supplies, right? Oh, what's the name of the shop, though, that sells redstone supplies? Just trying to remember it. It's hashtag something. It's hashtag shop. Hashtag shop. Let me read the noises in the air. NLS Sofan subscribed with Amazon Prime. Alf Lingington is subscribing with Amazon Prime. Akakor and Flippel are also subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you to all of you for your subscriptions. Appreciate it. Let's have a look in chat. No one seems to know. No one seems to know. Oh well. Never Snows says hashtag shop at Cherry. Oh, Cherry! Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Gotcha. Gotcha. Of course, there's a hashtag shop at... How could I forget that? People spam it all the time. Hashtag shop at Cherry. I just, you know... Should have remembered that one by now, really, right? Michina455 has subscribed with Amazon Prime as well. Michina, thank you for that Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Appreciate it is what I do. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. I mean it. Oh, right. Let's go grab this shop box over here. Asumi, you punk, says Pakwami B. I like it. Calling me a punk. You punks. Sort it out. We got a noise in the air from Stereo Bass, doing cheers and throwing those bits, saying craving some Hermitcraft. Well, I hope the craving is being satisfied right now. Gloria says, hi X, I was actually watching one of your videos. Don't tell me you stopped. You're going to break the YouTube algorithm with its watch time, and stay on the platform. Keep watching videos. Keep your eyes glued to the screen. I don't even know where I'm at today. I'm just in a bonkers mood, apparently. Apparently I'm in a weird bonkers mood where if anyone talks to me, I just come back with some weird joke that makes no one laugh but me. If I'm not even laughing at it. I'm not even laughing at my own joke, okay? That's how weird of a mood. I didn't know I was in a weird mood. Okay, I just started streaming and I was like, whoa, easy fella. Right, so I need to find a place where I can buy observers. I actually need droppers. I can craft droppers myself. Pistons we're doing alright for. We need 16 for this module. So good, we're good. So we need some repeaters as well. Observers, repeaters, probably low on hoppers, yeah. And probably ain't going to be able to craft my own. Zodiac Siren, thank you for the kind message. I would defer and say I'm insane today. Gorilla Fan says, nothing better than watching a sumo and eating bacon. Just bacon? Is there anything with the bacon? Do you know what I had today? Again, pancakes, blueberries, and natural yogurt. Lovely. Press tab, please, says Creeper Blower. Oh, look, I've pressed tab. There you go. We've got noises in the ear. We got Callum Fight resubscribing for 25 months. We got Joe Biden resubscribing for 2 months in a row. Camo J123 is here for 34 months. Saying, so this is my new thing now. Fact, odds, the day. No American president has remained an only child. All have had at least one full sibling except for Franklin D. Roosevelt, Gerald Ford, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, who have had half siblings. Interesting, interesting. So they've all had siblings or half siblings. Huh. Interesting fact. Camo, I like it. I like the fact of the day. Dan the Mob is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Dan the Mob, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. X, what do you think about the hot potato game? Especially with what happened to the tags. I don't know. I haven't been involved in it yet, so I guess I'll see what happens. So yeah, this is the one place that you can buy redstone at in this area. I totally forgot about it. Hey, look. You know, you shouldn't be in this place. So we're good on pistons. We can make our own droppers. We're looking for a little bit of repeaters. Look at that bargain price right there. Fekir says, hashtag shop at Cherry. Yeah, we're at Cherry right now. That's where we are. Fenris the Legend also says, hashtag shop at Cherry. I get it. We're here. We're at Cherry. We're at the place that sells all of the redstone stuff, you know. That's a really good price, actually. You know, good prices, and I'll come back here again. Now these, 32 for a diamond. Wait, isn't that the same price that I just paid for the repeaters in a way? Now, how many am I going to need? There's like 7 in the design, I think. We're building 8 modules. So if I get a stack, that should do us. Wait, no, yeah, 2. Cake. There's just cake in there. And I think that's really it. I think that's all we need to pick up from here. Hoppers was the other thing, right? So I might go buy some iron from Tango and just chew through some stuff. Drek One State says shop at Cherry. I am. This is Cherry. We're here. I'm shopping at it. Rat Moss in chat says Cherry. Yeah, I get it. I get it, peeps. I get that we're at Cherry. Cub pays with cake, says Jack. All right. Special cub price, is it? We've got noises in the ear from Tree. Resubscribing for 39 months. Saying hashtag Sahara Tree. Appreciate it, Tree. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you are enjoying. Cat Ninja says hashtag shop at Cherry. Again, I've just shopped there. You know, I've just shopped at Cherry, peeps. Phonix as well. Why are so many people saying hashtag shop at Cherry? I just don't understand it. Elastic55 is here subscribing with Twitch, not with Prime. I'm so used to saying that. It's automatic. Thank you for your Twitch subscription. Appreciate it. We've also got the one, the only, it's Human Pork Rind here. For 19 months in a row. It'll make a noise in a second, peeps. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Someone in chat was asking about Hightail. Good question. Oh, I need to go to the mall, don't I? Good question. So I put out a little tweet yesterday asking if I should make another Hightail news video because there was another article, and there was a surprising response of, I don't want to say negativity, that's the wrong word, but like people were quite vocal, and there's only 1 or 2 people that sort of expressed support for Hightail, but people were quite vocal about being kind of tired of the hype, I think is probably the better way of putting it. So the way I see it is like, to me, Hytale looks like it's a game that's really going to be solid when it arrives. I just get this impression that they're not going to... it's not going to be squandered. It's not going to come out in a half-finished form. However, people's expectations of what it will be can still be different from what it actually is. I'm kind of wary of that. I'm kind of wary it might not play so well as a buildy game. It might not quite have the Minecraft charm. I'm not going to get over-invested in it. I don't need to. But it's clear that there seems to have been a sort of shift in the way people talk about that game, because a lot of people were kind of disappointed with, you know, like waiting for so long. I guess I was happy to wait a year or more. I'll be happy to wait 2 years, you know, it'll be here when it's here. But that doesn't seem to... Yeah, Skiller Bean says Hypetail, and there's a lot of people talking about the hype around Hypetail. I mean, it certainly did have some hype, we can't ignore that, but, you know, I took all that hype myself with a grain of salt, you know. It looks great, I'm happy to get excited about it, but I know it's going to be whatever it is when it arrives. It's not going to be anything else, so don't have too much of an expectation, right? So anyway, I decided that I'm not going to cover Hytale news when it's just, hey look, here's this new mob and 10 different pictures of it, you know. I'm going to wait for some of the more groundbreaking, important information. Groundbreaking, you know. Breaking the ground, eh? Ugh. You know what I mean. Sweeney Dunstan MC is here gifting a sub to XZ Player GD. Thank you, Sweeney, for gifting the sub again. Very generous of you to do that. I appreciate it. XZ Player GD, you're now a subscriber here on the channel. JM Kasparek 79 resubscribed for 3 months saying hello X, just wanted to say hello. And that video about Evil X was awesome. Don't you think also you will be unbanning him soon? Now I think I'm done with Evil X. I just don't really feel very inspired to do anything with that character again. That's it really. I think it's time to, you know, go in whatever direction my nose takes me really. As strange of a thing that might sound to say, me and my nose and the directions and all, what you're talking about, X, you know. Bookworm by B says it was amazing. Yeah, the Evil X video was incredible. If you didn't watch my most recent episode of Hermitcraft, that starts off with an introduction to the video that we're chatting about here. If you haven't seen it, please do go check it out. It's a beautiful video. It's very moving. It's made by a fan and just, yeah, a wonderful piece of entertainment, I guess. Well, it's got a message, you know, it's more than just entertainment. I am confusing myself here a little bit, like, am I? No, wait. Yeah, no, okay. I put the block where the other block was supposed to go. That's the fatal mistake that I made there. So we got Phi10 Man subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Logic is Amazing subscribing with Amazon Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think I got a topic of conversation to talk about. Okay. Now a lot of people in chat were talking about Cherry for ages, but it looks like chat's moved on from that now, which is cool. So here's my little thing I've been thinking about lately a lot. You know me. I like to listen to podcasts, engage in, you know, discussion about what's going on in the world, what's happening, thinking about things, all of that, and the word logic comes up so much in people arguing and talking about their points of view and things in the world. This is logical, that is logical. I think a lot of stuff that gets said about human morality, or there's a lot of stuff that gets said in the world where things are supposed to be logical, but maybe they're not. This is a very half-baked thought, I'm realising as I'm saying it now. Like, I haven't had that much time to think this one through. But I don't know, next time you hear an argument and someone's saying it's logical, like, actually think it through. I think logic is a very pure thing that maybe only applies to mathematics and stuff. When it comes to trying to talk about logic in terms of, like, people or morality and stuff, I really think it's, like, putting weight to feeling sometimes. It's only logical that people say logical, says Dr. Doom. It's clever. It's clever. It's overused, says James Bay. Quite possibly, yeah. That might be a simpler way of explaining what I'm thinking of. I don't know. I've just been trying to. It rises to me when I'm listening to, like, moral sorts of discussions about is this thing wrong? Is that thing wrong? And so much of it seems like grounded in people's experience and emotions that when they start to talk about the logic of it, it's like, what is that? Where is that coming from? Logic within arguments only really applies if there are actual hypotheses and evidence, says Stereo Bass. Quite possibly, yeah. Very true. People like Ben Shapiro take the logic argument and use it as a scapegoat for being a jerk to people, in my opinion, says Matt Spud. I don't know too much about that guy. But he's the guy that's known for destroying people with logic and facts. That kind of thing, right? Like, I think if you want to have a point about... Oh, look, here's the thing. The comparator should have been in first. That's actually fine. That's not a problem for us. If you want to have a point to make when you're arguing with someone else, I find, like, compassion to be so much more powerful than telling someone they're wrong. And because of logic or whatever, like... Sometimes it's good just to see things from other people's perspective. The logic in my life is don't eat all day and stay up all night. I ate half a sandwich yesterday and I'm running off 3 hours sleep. That sounds terrible, dude. You got to eat, you know, got to sustain yourself. You've got to eat a decent amount of good nutritional food, and you've got to get 8 hours of sleep. If you're getting under 7 hours of sleep, you are biologically underperforming, and it can be measured, and no one is immune from it. Like, you will not be functioning at full capacity. That is the science of sleep right there. That is logical! That is, I'm destroying your comment with logic and facts. Biologically! Literally, says Charlotte Dawson there. Literally. But seriously, the knowledge page on my website will have the podcast on the guy who is like the sleep scientist, man. He's going around the world trying to educate people about the importance of sleep, and he's got loads of interesting facts like that. He's got interesting facts and logic that he'll destroy you with. Okay. So someone in chat there, I'm not sure if you're having a joke or standing up for someone there, like saying that they do destroy people with logic and facts. If someone is, like, this is the way I see it, if someone is like coming to the table like, I'm destroying you with my logic and facts, like, that's not a great conversation. Like, to me, like, compassion and finding connection in conversation is better. Understanding other people's point of view, explaining your own, and learning things from each other, instead of going to this thing of like, I have to be right, you're wrong, I am logical, rah, 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 you know. not that people actually do that and make these brr 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 noises. That's just where I'm coming from. Simba versus Kimba. I don't know what that is, but I saw The Lion King yesterday, and Simba, obviously The Lion King. Let's do the noises in the year. We got Amzamo5, resubscribed for 6 months. Random Guy Boris for free. Gamer of Gold, subscribe to Amazon Prime. Matt King 1993, resubscribed 5 months in a row. 9 months total, saying, wow, 9 months together, incredibly. Please keep up the amazing content, and thank you all you do for us. No problem, dude. Thank you so much for your support. 9 months, Twitch baby right there. Twitch baby. Logic can be wrong if it's not based on true facts, says Ragnar. Facts themselves can be incredibly ambiguous as well, though. There's a lot of ambiguity. Don't even know if it's a word in the world. Let's go do this. Purpose of anyone should never be to destroy, but to understand each other better, says Anime Money. Mummy. Yeah, spot on. Not to destroy, but to understand. Source has subscribed with Amazon Prime, and Geordie Bruck. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate your Prime subscriptions. Very kind of you to do that. Did you know every word a language was once a made-up word, says Camping Meerkat. Yeah, absolutely. That's like one of these things, like if you ever hear someone moaning about like slang, or that's not a real word, it's like no word is a real word. Like, and language is constantly changed and evolve over history. Like dialects, accents, things morph and evolve and shift. And some people study it, and they can probably tell you loads of interesting things about it. Okay, so next one we place is... It's here! We gotta place it right here. That's right, isn't it? Yes, my lord. That's from Warcraft 2. In case you needed to know. Oh yeah, I should have thought a little bit about, like, update order and stuff like that. I think I'm going to be fine though. So, now we need the one that faces us here. And we got a noise in the ear. It's Krusty 101. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Also, Wolf Gaming. Subscribe with Amazon Prime as well. Thank you ever so much, peeps. As always, I appreciate your support and hope you have a good time. Rebel Observer, what is it doing? Being the wrong way around. No, you don't. No, you don't. I know that those ones are going to go like that. This is where the chests are now, right? Yep, look, little chesty right there. So chest and thing, and then over here it's going to be piston, which I believe I can fly if I play. Yeah, I can fly. There we go. Assume I literally got a headache yesterday trying to comprehend Aristotle's wheel, says Northy Plays. Oh, the old Aristotle's wheel. Just turn it a little bit and it will make more sense, mate. Yeah, no, I ain't got a clue what that is. Slang is short for language. Is it? I mean, there's a bit of lang in there. Yeah, it might be. Short language. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I've never known that. Slang. Short language. Right? Short begins with S. Slang. Jeez, that's amazing. That's amazing. I've never known that. I've never known that. Short language. Is that for real? That's amazing. Doesn't matter if it's for real or not. It's still really cool. Mind blown, says Camping Meerkat. Yeah, same here. That totally... You just saw my mind get blown, okay? Wait, you've never heard of Aristotle's wheel, says Northy Plays? No, I've not heard of it. Is it circular, and did Aristotle make it? Oh, Aristotle, you and your wheels. You and your circular objects. Okay, so, what are we doing next? We're going to do the water streams that go... Oh no, chests and hoppers. Chests and hoppers. I got 8 of those left. That means I need dum. Yeah, that many, right? I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I derp. Gamer Chick says, doesn't matter if it's real, I'm believing it. Yeah, I'm going to believe it as well. Naru says, hey X, what scientific podcast do you listen to? Been needing something to listen to while doing grindy stuff. Well, I stick to my usual peeps, Joe Rogan and Sam Harris, and it's about what guest they bring on. Like the other week, Sam Harris brought on Ricky Gervais, so if you ever listen to a podcast with him, it very much became a Ricky Gervais type podcast. But I look at what guests they bring on. If it's someone sciencey, I like tune in and listen. Or like a journalist, I quite listen to the stories from journalists. But there are more science-oriented ones, and some that I'm starting to discover and be pulled into a little bit. But when it comes to the more sciencey stuff, I tend to watch lots of YouTube videos on that particular area. Let's get our packed ice up in this business as well. Compressed, excuse me, getting it all wrong. Oh, terrible. Okay, let's throw this down. Getting it all wrong again. Turning it into a song again. T. Juva Likua is here subscribing. I've totally butchered your name, I know, but I hope you'll accept the butchering. And thank you ever so much for your support. Appreciate it. X, atoms make up everything. Then what makes up atoms? Subatomic particles. I don't know. That's just a word that floated into my head. Quarks. Don't quarks make atoms? Oh, and that reminds me of something we talked about in the past. This whole thing about atoms are like 99% nothing, and therefore everything is 99% point. Words, they're difficult. Leave me alone. Yeah, there's this idea that gets floated around that's actually incorrect, and I've like learned this and then forgotten about it and then learned it again. But atoms, like some people describe them as being 99.9% nothing, and therefore it's like, well, if the world's made of atoms, everything is just 99.9% nothing, and you know, when you touch a table, it's 99.9% nothing. That's like actually incorrect. This is what I want to grab. So incorrect. So on the quantum level, oh my god, we're talking about quantum stuff. On the quantum level, I'm sure you all heard of the experiment where you don't know where the position of this thing is until you look at it, right? I would be such an amazing science person. That's what they're called. They're called science persons. I'd be an amazing one of those to go and talk at those places where all the clever people, what do they call it? A talkie? I'd be well good at the clever talkies, because I could tell you all about the quantum stuff, and I'd remember all the correct terms, obviously, you know. Be so good at that, wouldn't I? Anyway, it's this whole thing about, like, you don't see it in a position until you observe it, and the act of observing puts it in a position. And then that leads some people to describe it as being 99.9% nothing, and then where you see it observed is the 0.1% where it exists. Is actually, the actual case is that it exists in all of those places at the same time. It's when we interact with it that it then appears to be in one specific place. It's like the big mystery of quantum mechanics, if you like. What do you know about relativity? I know who my relatives are, alright? Schrodinger's cat, says Ambrius. Yeah, it's tied to that. That's like an experiment to try and explain. Like, you don't know what the state of the cat is until you take it out of the box. You know, the fact that it was in a box, I think it would have been pretty distressed, that cat. You know, I'd put my claim down and say it was a distressed cat. Poor old Schrodinger's cat, eh? In two places at once. Talk about string theory, says 15259. I have not listened to much on string theory, nor have I ever really understood it when explained. That's one thing I haven't quite understood at all, ever. X, what do your real life friends think about your sciencey interests? Not much, I guess. I don't know. It's never really like been a problem or anything. What are you doing in this video, says the Max Leader. We're working on our XP farm, then we're going to start work on a new game for the server. Gamer King says, only got here a minute ago and are confused why you are talking about quantum mechanics and cat boxes. It's just some of the weird stuff I talk about, you know. Like I was just saying a moment ago that I'd be a really good science person who could give clever talkies to all the other clever science people, right? You know, I'd be well good at all that. Matt Spud says, X, who's your favourite Wu-Tang member? It's ODB in my opinion. You should build a Wu-Tang, where did it go? Themed build on the server. I don't think I'm going to build a Wu-Tang themed one. The only time I've ever done something like musical, like, and brought it into the Hermitcraft world was when I did that, what was it, Pastor of Muppets for Tango, where we built the Metallica like album cover on his bass, and even used a little bit of Master of Puppets MIDI music as well. That was really cool. My favourite member, based on rhymes, I'd probably go with Raekwon the Chef. Yeah, it's probably Raekwon and then maybe Meth. Those two would be my favourite, I think. But I mean, the thing is, they all do really great stuff at different spots. Like Inspector Deck has the best verses, like hands down, Triumph. So you know, everyone's got something different to bring to the table in that group. Let's go up here. Oh, I should have got some regular ice before I spotted my way up here. So the water's going to come around the corner here. That's cool. And we don't need to worry about the length of the water streams at all. That's awesome. Just need to have some ice up here while we work on this. Who's your favourite Beatle? I think Paul McCartney, says Geometric Spike. You're wrong. I don't have a favourite Beatle. Because I don't really know. Like, I've never been crazy into the Beatles or anything like that. I do like the Beatles. I've got their music. I like it when it comes on at random. It's pleasurable to listen to. Just Never been fanatical, I guess. About those old Beatles, eh? Favourite Beatle? Dung, says James Bay. Oh, you clever. You clever. Evil Freak says, I still love Ice Cube. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Do you know why? Because I didn't have to use my AK. That's how you know it's a good day. I've had many good days. In fact, I think all my days have been good days if we're going by that measurement. I love Ice Cube. I think Ice Cube's one of the most underrated. Like, oh, him and Be Real, and like there's just a few of them. They're just names that don't come up enough when talking about the best of all time, I think. Even though those names come up, they're not high enough on the list, is what I'm saying. We got a noise in the ear. Tech3R is here, resubscribed for 13 months. Tech3R, thank you ever so much for your 13 months of support there, appreciate it. Sasuke says, Sumo, what do you think about Cherry? Do you think it will be the biggest and one of the biggest shops? Yeah, Cherry is definitely one of the biggest shops when it comes to Redstone. I mean, I was very satisfied with my purchase there earlier today. What a great shop. You know, cheap Redstone components, I like it. And the quality's good. None of these are broken so far, have they? We've had no problem with our Cherry components. Burning Blade is here, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Burning Blade, I've got to say it like that. Thank you ever so much for your support, dude. Appreciate it. Alright, do you like sushi, says Raccoon Maester. I had some sushi for dinner today, and it was gorgeous, and I like it. And I'm going to have some more tomorrow, because I've got some more. Okay, let's go put a torch up there, just in case, you know. Just in case something bad happens. Right, and then we're going to go do this, and I don't think I ever put... Oh no, I did put glass all over the top of it. I might not have enough to do that right now, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so then goes... Oh, no, need another one of those. So when the drops come around the end here now, they're going to link up with this, go around here, and it means these ones can get activated as well. Asuma, what's your favourite season of Hermitcraft? I would say probably this one, you know. What's the difference between using pressure plates and fence gates in such water streams? You won't get loads of clicky sounds, and you won't get redstone locking your hoppers. Okay, there we go. I do actually have quite a bit of glass left over. I think I'm going to cover the top here. Evil Freak has subscribed. Evil Freak, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoy the stream and have a good time. We got Speeder2889 doing cheers. Frame Bits saying, will Vanilla Tweaks team add a texture to remove the campfire when it's put out? The black of the campfire when it's put out. Remove the campfire when... I don't know what you mean by that, but I don't think we have any plans to change the campfire texture. But dude, thank you ever so much for the cheers and bits. You can always ask them what they're up to on Twitter and all that. Probably the better way of communicating with them. There's a gap there, and I think I just missed it, basically. Right, will we get stuck in the water stream? I've got a feeling I will, actually. I'm going to get stuck in the water streams if I don't. No! I didn't do this right! Just talked about how I could do this wrong. Oh, I've got an ender pearl. Oh, I've got an ender pearl, you say. Ow. Okay. Crouchy, crouchy. There we go. I'm going to put one there as well. So now they'll go around to the other side. And in theory, this thing is sort of like almost done. Let's go actually check where they end up. We got noises in the ear from Mr. Cube, resubscribing for 3 months, and Charlie66, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate your support. Little Joe 27 is here, resubscribing for 16 months as well. Thank you ever so much, Little Joe. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. Reganar says, hey X, are all the withers from the 100 wither fight dead? Nah, there's about 14 left at this point. Just 14. Hey, look, it looks like we've got a little bit more work to do on this side. Northy Plays says, X, could you maybe add a resource pack to Vanilla Tweaks where you delete the black coal texture when you douse the fire camp? That sounds like an expansion on what was just said. I think it'd be better if you tweeted me an example of what you're talking about, because I don't quite understand it. I get it's got something to do with the campfire. By the way, I also brought... People always go, you're saying it wrong. It's not brought, it's bought. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let's chuck these in so we can smelt them. Hi, I'm clicking on you. Thank you. Thank you very much for finally responding. Okay, let's put this down. Make sure we got our fuel supply together here. Smelting them up with fossil fuels. Oh, I'm doing it again. Not the planet, not the Minecraft planet, burning up all those fossil fuels. We're supposed to use those renewables. Speaking of which, I'm going to need to snag some renewable. Can you use it in a sentence, X, says Gamer Chick? Use what? You've confused me now. Assumer, do you listen to the 99% Invisible podcast with Roman Mars? If not, I highly recommend it. It's about everyday objects, their design and their effect on the environment, etc. This is Michael. That sounds like something I'd like. Just tweet it at me if you want me to check it out. Let's go over here. Woo! I need some of that. I need some of those renewables right there. Ow! My shins. My poor little shins. Hey X, do you like smooth jazz? Says, oh my god. Oh my god, what is that smooth jazz? I just pictured a 90s comedy show with this guy sitting on a stool in a smooth jazz nightclub, and he used to say this thing. It was so funny. I think it's the way he talks. It's the Far Show, X's talks about. That's the one, the Far Show. What did he used to say though? He used to have this thing. I think it was just the way he talked. It was like incredibly smug, but he was also sort of completely clueless. Oh, what a great show. Okay, so we're getting some things together here. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Let's make some more of those sprucey things. Cool, we got the gates, we got the gates. Do you read all the tweets you get, someone asks? Yeah, I do read them all, but I don't always reply. No one can tell me what the thing I'm thinking of is, that's fair enough. Hi X, you gonna see Ramstein when they're in the UK, says Rodakid. Nah, I'm not gonna go, well, I'm not gonna go to the 2020 tour, but we speculate they might be at download because then they're free the entire download weekend. I don't want to go to download and then drive up. Well, I would do, but like not a lot of my mates want to do it, so I don't want to be sitting around with a spare ticket and having to drive like 3 hours in the car twice in like, you know, the space of a week. I'd do it if I was going with friends, but because they're not sure. I don't really want to go up there on the risk that I might have a spare ticket. So yeah, so I didn't want to. I would do it twice, but I don't if I end up going on my lonesome. So I'm going to go download and just hope they play there, basically. Right. Anyway, need that for water streams. Need that. Need this. Yeah, and need that again. Sweet. We've got everything we need here, I think. Just going to pick up a little bit more glass. We're going to go around the other side and get this thing on. Evil Freak says, I've been working out while listening to some Doom original soundtrack. It's still awesome. Yeah, I love those old Doom songs. They're great. We've got a noise in the ear from J3Bus2010 subscribing. J3Bus, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it and hope you're enjoying the stream today. Hope you're enjoying hanging out with us. Do the other hermits know your face, says Nathan Mejias. Oh, of course they do. You know, of course they know my face. I mean, what do you think we do when we make videos? We all meet up in a Skype call with webcam on. We get Efo in there. We're like, hey Efo, show us your face. And he's like, here's my face. We're like, wow, you've got a face. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, that's the best in the world of jazz. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing he used to do. The nice thing. That's going to make me cough. Oh, there we go. Apparently I made a mistake. My middle observer is pointing upwards. We'll go check out the design again to double, triple check and all that. I think actually what would work here is just to break that, pick it up. Yeah, very good. Then place you there. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Right, and then we need water in there. Yes, we do. I think if I'm not sure what's the best way to do this, actually. Let's put that there for now. Oh, I guess I could do that and then that. Yeah, this ain't a problem. Sweet! There you go. There you go. A few more up here. Nice. We got a noise in the ear from Tron2 KSA. Resubscribed for 7 months saying, "It's Assumer of Doom. I hope you're having a good day. I can't hang out for long. My daughter and I have martial arts class here for a short bit." Awesome. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I'm interested in martial arts. I keep hearing people talk about how good jiu-jitsu is, and then Mumbo apparently does jiu-jitsu. But I don't like the idea of conflict. That's the one thing I don't like about it. Like, I don't mind the whole being physical and doing something active. I just don't like the idea of hitting each other. That doesn't seem very fun to me. Martial arts is something completely different, says James Bay. I get that it's not like actual fighting. I get that it's not like you're fighting someone. You're, sort of teaching one another how to master your own body and defend yourself and all this. But it's the like confrontational element of it that just, I don't know, seems real unappealing to me. Charlotte Dawson says, "I like yoga." I like yoga too. Yoga's my thing. I try and do some yoga every day. It's great. And you're also not very flexible. Just stick at it. Just stick at it. Also, if you find any bits you know like where you're inflexible, but you can work on it, I recommend like adding a little extra to your routine where you just focus on those weak spots. Like I've found a few weak spots. Like one of my hips from where I injured myself running is a bit like weak. It needs a bit more work to stretch it out. But if you give it that extra work, you'll like get there with all of your goals or whatever. Yoga from Star Trek, says Surprise T. I mean, it might have been in Star Trek. I mean, yoga. It ain't from anywhere else. It's yoga, you know. That's what it is. What did I come back for? Oh yeah, bone meal. Bone meal. So we'll be done here in just a moment, peeps, and then we'll go work on the new game, which we might even end up starting work on this actual, like, in the world. We're going to go into a different world to work on it, though. You're going to love this idea, though. Tron2 KSA says martial arts is an all-encompassing name for practices of self-defense and Oriental origin. Yes, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I know that. I just wouldn't be so eloquent in saying that. I think they meant yoga from Star Wars. Yoda. No, not Yoda. Yoga. Look up yoga. It's basically like a mix of stretching and meditation. It's like you stretch your body out and you do all these positions that are very beneficial to your body, and it kind of mellows you out while you do it as well, because you put your body into like a bit of stress, you know, good sorts of stress. Oh, that's loud. My poor little eardrums. That's the other one. Alright, it's up and running again. It's up and running again. Sweet. Sweet. It will take forever to fill up, but we're getting close. We're getting close. Let's head over this direction. Is that yoga I hear, says Northie Plays. Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. By the way, Balphazar is here, resubscribed 3 months. Balphazar, thank you ever so much for your 3 months resubscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. The server better be ready for lag, says the Wolfpack. Zero Tick Farms are apparently very minimal impact on a server. It's all the other stuff that's more of a problem, like entities and whatnot. Those farms are supposed to be pretty not a problem for the server, basically. They're bad when you're in the area, like the way all those pistons update messes with your FPS, but not with the server, actually. The server's supposed to be fine with it. Good for TPS, bad for FPS, says Tuxaban. Yeah, good for server, bad for client. But then when you're not near it, it's not a problem for the client either. What do I want to make? Iron blocks. Got to compress and compact and lock all this stuff away. I think that's kind of it, really. Yeah, alright. Alright. Alright then, mate. Let's go put these away. Except for that glass one. Yeah, because we've got this over here. I'm just... we'll let it do its thing. We'll let the last little bits, we'll watch them. Whoever watches a furnace, you know, we'll watch it. It's there doing its work. We'll it's thrilling stuff. Look, it's gonna smell it. Oh, wow. Joe is also making a game. Oh, right, cool. What type of game is Joe making? Squar has more diamonds than you have iron, says Owen Page. Unless I have a big stash of iron back at my base, then you'd be wrong. Who's the richest hermit, says EP Zoomer? Probably not me. That's what I'd say. Probably not me. Maybe Impulse or Cub or Scar. Those three are, yeah, they probably would be the excuse me, the top. Although, the thing is, what are we talking about? Economically? Because some people just mine like crazy, you know. Is this Silk Touch? It is, thank goodness. A game within a game. Inceptions. Whoo! Jeez! Jeez! Oh. Might have just wet myself. Right, let's go up here. Ow! Ow! Okay, I'm out. That was some head smacking goodness right there. I feel awake, I feel alive, I've been reminded that you can die in this game. Let's put that torch back. Show it. Right, I can actually sort of leave this area like that. Bam, we're done. No more Hermitcraft, I'm messing with you. There'll be more Hermitcraft. Right now though, we're going to create a new world. This world is going to be called The Game. And you just lost it. No, it's going to be called Siege. I think that's what I want to call this game. And I know what I want for this game as well. Let's go to a redstone ready world. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Yep, all good. All good in the hood, homie. It's a whole new world, says Smoky Bacon. What is that actually from? I think I've just heard that sung by other people so often that I don't even know what it's from. Oh, yeah. Anna Quoby, thank you for the reminder. We got one more bit of business to do. Jeez. Jeez, almost strolled out of there. It's Aladdin, apparently. Oh, okay. Last bit of the observers facing the wrong way. All looks good to me. All looks fine to me. I don't see anything wrong with that. All good in the hood, homie. Maybe it was one of the other ones, like over here. Siege, will we confuse with Siege of Doom? Oh, I already have to quit, do I? I already have to give up on my game idea. Great. Just great. No, they're all good. Middle one, says Lurky. Why do people keep saying the middle one? They're all the same. Middle observer is pointing upwards when it should be pointing downwards. All of them there point downwards. All of them there point upwards. What are we talking about? It's all good. Above repeater. repeater. It's all good. What are people talking about? Okay, yeah, someone says I'm getting trolled, probably. Right, it's good. It's good, homie. Game rule. There we go. Right, so let's go. To make this the center of the world. Well, not the center of the world, but let's build here. And what way is positive? Yeah, that way. I like to work in the positive directions. I siege what they did there, says James Bay. Good one. Call it totally not Siege of Doom. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Do you know what I think I might do? I don't really need to worry about positive on all this, actually. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a pit in the very middle. And this pit... There's going to be a lot of designing involved here, but anyway, this pit... probably have water streams around it. I just want to see if a Ravager, of course it does, fits in there, good. See you later. Right. So Ravager fits in there, that's awesome. Let's go grab some water. This next bit I'm not so sure how I'm going to achieve it. Actually, we'll focus on some of the specifics a little bit later, actually, I think is the way to go. So let's go down by maybe not even 20 blocks, but actually I can do that quite easy. Right, so we've got a big old drop, and down the bottom here we're gonna, for now, I don't know what the best way to set this up is, but what we'll do is we'll put in a glass roof. Okay, and then we're going to have a grindstone. Actually, no, it's a bed that I need. So we'll put a bed down here. And, well, this will do just fine. Doesn't need to be any more precise. Right, that is now the centre of a village right there. And if I start a raid... that raid will take place right up here. So if we go and build this on Hermitcraft in an area where there aren't other villagers, it will become a place for us to summon waves of baddies, basically. Now the thing that we can do is we can turn this into a game of our own. What I've been picturing is a sort of gauntlet village where you're not allowed to build and place blocks. So the mobs themselves are going to make their way to here, right? And I don't know when's the best time to do all the details, right? Like, I want to put some redstone in this area to detect them coming in, and I want to make sure they actually come in. It's also going to be a building as well, so I don't know if this building is going to be this size or not, is a guess what I'm getting at. I think all the buildings, though, they need to be this kind of height so that mobs can go underneath them. Okay, so any mobs that we summon in by using Bad Omen come to the middle here. And above it we're going to have a portal for the player. Player's got to come through the portal to start the game. So this is going to be like a whole building up here. Let's get some obsidian. We got a noise in the ear from First Lady 01 for 35 months saying happy streaming. Thank you ever so much. I'm enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it too. Appreciate your support. Thank you for 35 months. Okay, so up here somewhere there is a portal. When the player comes here, they start the game because it's going to spawn waves of raids. So, we're going to build a village around the outside of here. But again, I feel like I should address this probably sooner than later. I think the thing that I want to use is actually quite obvious, really. It's this. Now they don't see that as a block that they pathfind to, but with water streams they would get pushed into it. Which I think I should have done that all one lower. Let's see. Oh no, wait, maybe I can just leave it like that. Ugh. I fell in. Right, so now any mob that's tracking their way to the middle of the village, like the Ravager or the Pillager, which I don't know if they're going to go to it, but yeah, they're not because of the Villager, but oi! Oi! Yeah, they get pushed in. And possibly die, I don't know. You didn't die, but yeah. We get the point. Okay, so if a creature reaches here, I think the best place to put our redstone would be below with tripwire. So let's get some string. Or some ring. Some rin. Yeah, so if we go down below, it'd be quite simple to set this up really, wouldn't it? That is going to detect a mob falling through it. So each time a mob makes its way to the middle, it could be like you lose a health point. What I was thinking of doing originally was having villagers stationed inside of buildings and having a way to re-put them there. So you would slowly lose villagers as the game went on, but I reckon that'd be way more problematic. Way more problematic. So I guess what we do now is give it a quick test actually. So we've got a noise in the air, crazy noise in the air. Effect, give Suma, bad omen. Right, so we don't have a village. Don't know, maybe it needs a workstation. Shouldn't need. There we go. Maybe it was the distance from me. So I need to clarify the distance from the player probably. Right, now we've got a wave already here. So kill at E type equals hashtag raiders. Bam. Okay, so now we're going to go up in the sky and hopefully catch the raid spawning about 32 blocks away. And we've got more noises in the air. Let's keep spinning around here. Where are they? There. Okay, good. Let's go put down a marker. That was somewhere around here. You know, I shouldn't really build with the same colour blocks as the background. We should come up with a better idea. Anyway, that's going to be roughly, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, it kind of seems between 32 and 64, which is actually not good. It's not good at all. I got a noise in the ear from Chickstar, resubscribed 14 months, saying cheers, and Widow has subscribed Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much. We also got Politsky or Politics02 subscribing, resubscribed 2 months, and Yellow Harold, aka Emerald Harold, for 40 months in a row, saying 40 months, that's a lot of derping. Have you listened to the new Sabaton album? Oh goodness me, I haven't had a chance to pick it up. It came out today, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came out today. It's Friday. Or maybe it was last week. Who knows? Anyway, I was talking to Nembomb about this before. I'll ask him if he can tune in. So, let's now use game rule. Disable raids. True. And then false. So maybe what we'll do is below where the mobs go in, just have lava and kill them. It probably makes the most sense. We're using them to detect with redstone, so let's say the last one of a wave gets in here and it creates a point and then you kill it and the next wave starts, I think that should be seen as intentional behaviour. Also got Winnie in chat. Hey Winnie. Right, you're probably part of that wave as well, yeah. Let's turn the raids back on. So the middle is here, and basically in a radius of 32 and 64 blocks they have like a buffer area, if I understand it. What we want to do is figure out how to block the first buffer area. So if it's 32 blocks away, I think the way to go, what way is going to be positive? Of course it's that way. Would have broken the ball. So if I go fill, and then go 32, and let's just use good old stone. Right, so that, if we imagine a circular shape going around to the next bit, that probably actually was 32 blocks away. In fact, let's undo that and go air. Let's raise it up. Let's go for 67 and then glass. In fact, let's go. Okay. I think. Yeah. Wait. How am I doing this? Right. Maybe. I'm just going to do each of them 32. Oh, we've already done that? Okay, now I am definitely confusing myself. It's minus. I've got to go minus now, haven't I? That's the problem. There we go. So, yeah, I think it doesn't matter which one I actually do, because they can go in any order. Right, so if we were to turn that into a circle, it's probably a little bit further away than that. Can't you feel a circle from the centre point, says James B. I don't have the ability to do a circle, like, with any tools or something. Wow, I9 for Minecraft, overkill much? Yeah, overkill, I guess you could call it. Right, I got a reply, let's check it out. Alright, Nembomb's busy. So now, I should have thought about this a bit. Oh, TB Chapman, you're right, it should have been minus 32 and plus 31. Got it, yeah. Anyway, what we want to do is suppress their spawning area with glass. I mean, I could do it like this, right? I could go. Let's see. It's going to be a bit extreme, this. So let's start off with zeros, and let's start off with the negatives. So if it's minus is the whole number, so we'll go 64 this time. And then we're going to go all the way out to 63, because 0 is a 1 as well. Okay, now, I think the glass is going to stop them from spawning. So we should pay attention to where they spawn at. Ugh, and imagine, yeah, this is another problem. Like, I don't think I'll have to build an entire grid, but we are going to end up with a bunch of glass blocks hidden up in the sky somewhere. Okay, so let's do the old give bad omen again. Where was it? Interesting. Doesn't want to do it this time. Let's get a grindstone in there. Are you a village yet? Why are you not a village? Do you need a friend to be a village? How's this not a village? What's going on? Why aren't you villaging it up? Do you need sky access or something silly? Raids is still deactivated someone. I'm sure we reactivated it after. You could be right though. Oh, maybe I typed true instead of false. Okay, good one, good one. So now it's about seeing where they spawn this time, right? God, I picked the worst blocks to like visibly see what's going on. Oh, no, they spawned... actually they could have been close to the glass. It's hard to tell. Let's kill this wave. And also, let's go... Let's go with that. That's much smoother to look at. So it makes sense that they would be like directly aligned. There you go. I really think it could have been literally right on the very edge. So the glass suppresses them. Now this shape is spherical, so if you picture a circle inside of here, it makes sense that the closest spot would be at this edge. Okay, so let's kill the raiders, and we're not going to get there enough, like close enough. There is actually something else I can do here to test this. So I'm not going to worry about this next raid. Let's see. What did I just do? Okay, so always active on repeat. Let's go data. Merge entity at e type equals hashtag raiders. You're only allowed to do one at a time, so limit equals 1. So it'll do one raider, and we give it this tag, no AI true, or 1B is best. Okay, so now, yeah, look, one of them freezes, but that's it. So if I go and kill them all, and we wait for the next raid, one of them will freeze where they spawned, and we're able to figure it out. James Bay says make a wall around the edge. The wall will come later. I really need to figure this thing out before I progress. Like, I want to build a whole city with like redstone components and buildings and stuff. Right, so one, look at that, just outside this area. Okay, so I think it holds true that the radiuses that Nembomb told me about are 64 and 32. It's just going to be really difficult to make those shapes, is the problem. What's the best way to make a giant glass circle? Like, I know it's going to involve some sort of external tool, I'm sure of it. Add a random tag so they all get no AI, says Hart. A random tag? Like, I can put in a limit, right? But how do I make it select something at random? Oh, do you mean add a tag so then... So you give it a tag while you also select the thing that doesn't... Yeah, I know what you're on about. You add a tag to mark it, and then you don't tag the ones that have been marked. Got it. Well, I could do that, so I learn, right? So if I tag equals tagged, right? That's not what we want. We want it to not be tagged, right? And then we add tag equals tag, something like that. I don't know if that's the correct. That doesn't appear to be the correct thing though. Oh, maybe it's that. Ah, it could be that. Interesting. So it's going to target something that isn't tagged and give it tagged. Oh, okay. Thank you, person in chat, for clarifying. I need to use better coding here because it's text. Like that. Nope, that doesn't do it either. Double Moses has a schematic, says Winnie. Yeah. Well. Are you speaking to Double now? Double can talk to me on Discord if they're listening. I could use Light Malika to bring it in, yes, but then where would I get the shape from is the thing. Because what I want to do is have two circles that suppress the two spawning spots. Vinny says, have you made the new game yet? I would say, based on how things are going, no. Not yet. Anyway, this seems to confirm what we're talking about. My data pack won't be helpful. My data pack doesn't construct them. Otherwise I'd be placing them by hand. I could go look up the sizes and then place the circles by hand. I do not want to do that. I need to do it a faster way. I mean, I guess I could use MC Edit and put it into an old world and... I mean, it's going to be... Okay, maybe MC Edit. Does MC Edit still work? Where MC Edit at? Let's try and find it. Oh, I don't think I... Hang on. Do I have MC Edit on this thing? It's been ages since I used MC Edit. If only there was an MC Edit data pack. Yeah, but does it do circles? Anyway, I'm going to find it on my computer quickly. I know it's here somewhere. I just haven't used it in a while. So, what is it? It's a thing. Tool, that's what I call it. It's in my tools folder. Okay, MC Edit. Why didn't I see it here? Or maybe it's... Okay, I've got it. It's over here now. Right, is that the one I used before? Okay, I've got MC Edit up and running, I think. I wonder if it'll let me use this world. Okay, I'm going to quit out of this world for a second and then just see if it lets me open it. Otherwise, I've got to do something. Where are we at? What's it called? Siege. Nah, it doesn't like it. It's going to need an old world, is the problem. Oh, it actually crashed the program. Double Moses says it's the 64 and 32 ring in red glass. Let's go... Ugh. Let's go get Double Moses farm here. Do I have it somewhere? I do. Let's go check it out. Okay, let's paste that into Hermitcraft, saves. Right, now we should see, there you go. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So where are these spheres, Double? Oh, right. Oh, you sent me a schematic. Got ya. Got ya. Oh, excellent. Right. Okay, got it. Awesome. Let's download it. So I'm going to need a different client for this. Please bear with me while we switch things around. There it is, Light Matica, schematics, bam. Right, I guess I should take a copy of this world with me. And I've got to fire up Light Matica now. Okay, that's loading. Where are we at? Double Moses. No, not that one, Siege, that's the one. Okay, all done, all done. Right, you should see it now. Also, we had a noise in here from FoldDC. Subscriber of Amazon Prime. FoldDC, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. By the way, please don't post command block stuff in chat. I'm not going to do that. Because I don't know what it does, basically. Let's go... Let's go. No, let's go... Where are we at? Siege. There it is. First thing I should probably do is remove all the glass we already got. So let's fill, what was it, minus 63, no, minus 64, 67, I think. I'm gonna have to hope I'm right. All the way over to 64, no, 63. Oh, I'm very confused all of a sudden. Do I do the opposite? So then it would be 63, 67 minus 64. I think that's right. Well, hey! I didn't derp! I did not derp. Next thing we've got to do is make sure that there is only one point of interest. Ooh. Kill these raiders. They're having a party down. Look at them go! My goodness me. They party hard, these raiders. They party hard. Okay, only 1 point. Hey, get out of here, scams. Only 1 point of interest. Oi! Right, they got 1 point of interest, and we're directly above it. Let's go a little bit higher, somewhere around here. I don't know how high this will be in the actual game, so we'll go pretty high, as I'll probably end up building it very high in the world, so you don't really see it. Okay, so goodness me, that's a big raid. Okay, so now we go into the Livestream menu and we load a schematic known as Raid Spawning Rings by Double Moses. Load schematic. Oh, what's that? It's loaded to memory. Cool. Loaded schematics. Create placement, please. Oh, what's that mean? Schematic placements. Remove one, configure the other. Okay. I think now we have to put it in render mode. Don't see it yet. Should be able to see it. MR to render it. Okay, reload. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. Right, so Double already knows these are the two areas where they look to spawn. Now, Double, I will confer with you, but the way it was explained to me is that there's a first ring of 32 blocks, and then it looks for 5 blocks behind it, and if it can't do that, it goes for 64 on 5 blocks behind it. So let's have a look at the coordinates. Let's go over here. So this is 68, and that's 64 is here. So I'm guessing like this outer ring might not be entirely necessary. In fact, it probably won't, now I think about it. All I need to do is suppress the middle, which saves me a lot of building. So from here, this bit makes more sense because it's 32. Now, the number says 31. It's 32 because 0 is a number. So 32, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. So that's going to suppress all of them at 32. Over here, though, Double... Oh, it looks for 64 first. Wait, no, wait. Hang on. It looks for 64 first, then 32. Well, we saw stuff... But let's go look at our marker. We had something spawn here, which was between the two. Really between the two. Now, all I only want to do is fill in the middle. Because I want them to spawn over here. But the fact that they were able to spawn between the two of them, I'm not sure. When I generated this with command blocks, it filled the outside ring first. Oh, right, okay. Well, what I was getting at, Double, is like... I guess... this covers the spawnable area on the outside. In theory, this would suppress it everywhere, right? I'm not sure, but I think we only need to build it on the middle. And I think Litematica has tools to place the blocks, and it might do them where you are. If not, it's not a problem. Where are we going here? So, we've got a noise in the ear from the Black Ranger PL, resubscribing for 38 months, saying, haven't been here for a while, been on vacation, got some videos to make up. Have a great stream. I flee before the spoilers get me. Oh, there are some spoilers here, my friend. Thank you ever so much, dude, for 38 months of support. Hope you had a great vacation. We got Mickey's Gun here, resubscribing for 6 months, saying not had a chance to watch yourself recently on Twitch and missed your streams. You're truly an inspiration. Much love, bro. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. I appreciate it. We also got Mickey2306, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you, everyone, peeps. And, of course, be sure to hit that follow button if you're enjoying today's live stream. I just realised the hotbar's going to be cut off, right? Let's get that fixed. There we go, back to normal. Okay, right. Into the schematic and menu, there should be an option to place the blocks for us, cheaty style. It's something that you can turn off, and it will be off by default. What does locked mean? Okay, yeah, it's locked to position. This isn't it. Schematic placements. Maybe it's a button I'm supposed to press. Anyone know? Maybe it's a hotkey? Let's have a look here. There's some weird icons here. Don't know quite what they mean. Easy place. That sounds like it. Let's try that one. E for easy. I thought there was another button that used that. Let's try shift. No, let's go for obscure left bracket. The old left bracket, eh? That's not doing anything. That wasn't it. It sounds like it might require you to tell it to fill it in and then go. Execute operation set to a button. Okay. Execute, please. Then you need to stick the item in your hand. Oh, what item? A stick? Didn't this actually? I seem to remember this using a stick. Schematic placement? Oh, I guess, yeah, that's the mode. So do I press left bracket now? No. Okay, yeah, then set the stick to paste schematic mode. Yep, then what do I do double? Mode 5. Oh, okay. How do I switch through the modes? Isn't it like shift and scroll? Control and scroll? There we go. Paste schematic in worlds. I'd like to not do the whole thing at once, but no placement selected. Weird. Okay, that's not the way to do it. Mode 2, first set the placement, apparently. Then do I press... You'll have to go into the placements, then click on the placement. It probably deselected when you removed the other one. Okay, go into the placements. Click on the placement. Oh, it's selected now. Oh wow, yeah. This mod is very unintuitive. Like, I would never know you have to go there and do that to do this. Okay, so now if I press... No, that's not it. There's more information here now as well. Whoa, and it did the whole thing at once. Okay, that's not the worst thing ever. So if we come over here, and I hover above it, and I go fill. Now let's say we go -10, definitely minus a fair bit, and then we'll go positive 10 squiggle. Actually, what I could do there is just type its actual coordinate. That'll be fine, and then squiggle 10, and then air. No, it should work. Oh wait, this isn't at 67 anymore. It's at 90. That didn't work either. No, I'm at 90. I'm looking. Oh, jeez! What a derp. Let's go type in 88. 88 is the block. 90 was where I was. Okay, yes. Look at that. Look at that. That's how we get rid of it nice and easy. See, I know what I'm doing. And they call me a derp. Just do proximity, lol. Well, this would have been more efficient had I done it first time around, you know what I mean? Proximity, I guess, would have got on going straight away. I should probably get this schematic to disappear as well. How do I turn it off? There we go, there we go. Lady Maze says, hey X, do you think it'd be possible to use a data pack to make God Armor possible again? Yeah, it probably would. Whoa, easy there. GBB Gerben says, I just checked back in, what's going on? We're testing out suppressing the raid and seeing what happens. What in the world are you doing, says Frederick? I'm clearly removing glass blocks that are floating in the sky. Jeez, you asked too many questions. I'm messing with you. Right, so now if we kill all the raiders, which, is that in my memory? It is. We get another raid wave, right? Right, no, it's a victory apparently, I've won. So let's go game rule. Disable raids, true. False! Okay, and now effect, give, assume a bad omen. There we go. Right, so now what we should see is that they spawn wherever they spawn, much further away. Yeah, just out here. Is it me? That's probably roughly where the 64 block region was. And we're at minus 54, considering we've spun round from the side a bit. Yeah, that first one was promising. Let's try it again. That felt promising. Oh yeah, and we should totally use that command block, shouldn't we? Which I totally forgotten what the command was. Now that looks closer, but when we get over there, no, they looked closer. We might need both rings. Oh yikes, we might need both rings. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? Right, we need to get this thing working. So, oh yeah, it pauses when you go in here. Right, so we want to data, merge, entity, at E, type is a hashtag raider. There is a limit of 1 at a time. Now, can we get this next bit right? Maybe there's something else we can do here. Tag. I feel like MBT tag might work better. Or if we gave them a name like Frozen. So what if their name wasn't Frozen? Does it target them that way? And then we go... what was it? No AI 1B. Okay, so we managed to target one of them, and it didn't have the name Frozen, which makes me think that works. But now we've got to give it the tag name. I can't remember what this is. I'm going to go look it up. I'm going to look it up quickly, peeps. On MC Stacker. So if I summon a pillager, and somewhere here it will have its property for a name. Might not actually be the tag I wanted. What do we call it? Frozen? I think, I don't know if this is the same thing or not, but I'll try it. So if I add in, okay, if I add that in. Oh! Yeah! We did it! Sweet! I actually got it right. Okay, so even though it looks for name, when it's in the MBT tag it's called custom name. But that works. There we go. So now when our raids spawn in, they'll get frozen at the same point. Okay, so the next raid is going to freeze immediately. That's terrific. That's terrific. Like Tony the Tiger or something over here. T. Boker says, hi X, I'm just wondering if you are running the Hermitcraft server on a computer with Windows or Linux. I mean, it's running on a server. And that one, see, that one's definitely over here at this spot, isn't it? Definitely over there at that spot. Outside the 64. Hey X, do you think it's possible to change the build height limit? If you want to write a mod for the game, you probably could. Okay, this time they kind of look like they're outside the 64 area again, right? Let's get another raid in here. Kong Gaming Pro says hi from Belarus. Hello from the U of K. Remember, it's a sphere, Assumer, so 64 from the village. Yeah, it's a circle shape. Oh, wait. It's a sphere. I think I know what you mean by that. So, the closer the point of interest is over here to the surface, the better it's going to be. Let's move it then. So, if we're going to have something like this... Hey, villagers. I've got a hot bucket of your favourite juice. Oh! Oh, getting covered in that juice, are ya? Dirty, right. We're going to take this. You know, I'm going to leave this down here for lighting so nothing spawns there. Right, so the mobs will need to fall under the tripwire by, let's say, 4 blocks because they might jump up and down a bit. So that'll be the floor. And then our villagers only need 2 block, or our villager only needs 2 block high. So in you come, my friend. That is now the center of our village. So we've refined it a little bit. When the player comes through the portal up the top here, with the bad omen effect, it needs to start straight away. We could actually position it so the portal's higher up, and then when you walk down, you're like ready to go. So that's another consideration. Right, so the raid starts here. We'll actually test that. We'll slowly lower ourselves, and then we'll have an estimation of like how tall the building in the middle is going to be. Right, so this time again, it kind of looks close. Once you get out here, it doesn't. I'm gonna need that schematic on again, actually. Oh my goodness me! Why didn't I think of that? Look at where it is. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, that's genius. I should have done that. Should have done that sooner. Let's do a couple more then with this on. So it's 64 from the center of the village, so slightly closer than 64, says James B. Yeah, because the surface is higher, it means it's closer to the top of the sphere, so it comes in a little bit. Where are we at this time, homies? We're over here. We're over here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Yes, they're in the correct spot. Sweet. This is looking very promising. We got a noise in the ear from Marilyn Miner, resubscribing for 40 months in a row. Thank you so much, Marilyn. I appreciate it. It's not a sphere, it's a cylinder. What does that remind me of? He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. It's not a sphere, it's a cylinder. Well, now there is hot, heated debate within the Minecraft community. Is it a cylinder? Is it a cylinder? Is it a... We'll call it cylinder. We'll call it, the cylinder event. Is it a sphere? Is it a cylinder? Find out what this person said. You'll never believe what they did. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to turn it into drama, but it's just an awful joke. Shut up, X. Goodness me. Don't you know people are listening? Have you been drinking, X, says Jimmy Fingers. Oh God, excuse me. This empty bottle would suggest that I have been drinking, yes. Oh, that was a whole bottle in one go. I couldn't control that. That burp had to come out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so uncivilized. Rocky Ham, thank you ever so much for 10 months, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. Oh dear. I forgot that guggling down water can make you burp. I apologise if some of you are grossed out. Wow, this is looking great. This is looking ever so promising. So, our city is going to need this ring around it. Excuse me. Oh, goodness me. Marilyn Miner says, that's a first for me after 4 years of following you. Yeah, I don't think I'll be downing a bottle of water again anytime soon. Let's put it that way. Also, it's still making me burp a little. Let's get rid of the... Actually, no, I need the render. So, here's the next job. Oh, goodness me. I think I'm going to burp again. Ugh. Yeah, let's focus a little bit here. Right. So, what I want to do... Ah! My precious red glass. Is that in line? I think that is. And so is that. Is it a city or a fort or maybe a castle, says Shade Grey. It could be anything really at this point. I think what I want to do with this game though is bring in some other hermits to help me make it. I can kind of see already it's going to be pretty cray-cray. Right, so now what we can do is make a box. Right, this could be the castle wall or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm going to build a wall down the bottom here now just to experiment with. Don't drink water, drink mocha or tea, says Labrick Delight. And why is it that I should be drinking those exactly? Why specifically these drinks? Okay, so like I said, next experiment, right? We got to get the coordinates where we are now. And it's 40, minus 40 and 40. It'll be, I believe, 39 in the other corner. We got the 9 gods here resubscribing for 41 months in a row. Saying, since we know nothing about you, from this month forth, every time I sub, I'm going to give you a different name. Congratulations for the next 30 days. You are now Kevin. I mean, maybe you actually guessed my name right. Maybe you didn't. I'm never going to tell you. But I like it. I like it, 9 gods. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it. We also got Stacy Kruger. Subscribe with tier 1. Thank you ever so much, Stacy. Appreciate it. Via her says, what's up with the resolution and why do you have a 1070 and 9900K? Well, you see, if I had a 280 RITI blah blah blah, then people wouldn't say anything about it. But if I get like a really rubbish graphics card and a really good CPU, then people comment about it, and comments drive engagement, and engagement means YouTube goes, oh, this video's good. I'm playing the long game right here. Every decision is calculated. Get on my level. Right, so if I go fill this block here over to stay the same on one axis, go down by 1 there, and then put in our other magic number, which is 39. And then let's say let's go with an actual wall. Cobble. Oh, let's just go with cobblestone. Yeah. Assume it's 4D chess, says Baron Magenta. Yeah, me using commands is 4D chess right here. Okay, so the other angle we change is the first number. So this time we keep it minus 41 there. And we go with 39 here. And now we built that wall. Wow, very good. I'm reading chat at the moment. Tuxaban, interesting idea. I've been brainstorming the old totem stuff, but I haven't come up with a killer idea yet. That's worth testing first, because if it turns out to be a game mechanic you can use, then it's probably a good deal. So what we want to do is take that one we did before, right, where we went 41 to 39, and we want to change. Oh, this is where I could get it really wrong, which I'm worried about. I think we want to change that number to 39, and this number to 39 also. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay, so this time we want the Z's to both be 39. 39 there, 39 here. Now the other two numbers are also the same at this point, so one of them's got to be minus 40. It's minus 40, right? Yeah, pretty sure we got that right. There we go. So we've now built a fort around this place, which is amazing. I'm going to come over here and do that for the moment, and then kill the raiders. See you later, raiders. So if we have entrances to our area at different places, are they going to pathfind to it is what I want to know. Also, is there still a raid going on? I feel like there's no longer a raid. And now there is one. And I did say I'd do another test here, but I forgot about it. So, would you be down to play Ravager Run again, says Bigelow. Of course, what an amazing game. Why did the music stop? Did we really hit the end of the playlist? Surely not. It was on shuffle. It shuffled itself into oblivion. Silly. Silly playlist. Silly, silly playlist. Okay. Where did the... Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so there appears to be some pathfinding. Do you know what I plan on doing anyway? I plan on there being, like, multiple entrances in. But then, you know, the pathfinding really needs to be tested here because we're going to have lots of buildings and stuff in the way. It's sort of the idea. That guy's having a hard time finding the middle. No, no, mate, the middle ain't over there. Build Area 51 and raid it. This isn't good. This isn't good. You need to go to the center, man. What's going on? Charlotte says, this is so clever, will you do a world download? Probably not. I like the way that looks like an arrow. If you want to recreate this stuff yourself, I mean, I guess this stuff right here would be very good. Oh, wow, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, no! Oh, no, I'm breaking all the things! Okay, they're back to normal. Let's get rid of that dangerous stick, man. Goodness me. Let's also turn off the rendering up top. Yeah, that wasn't a very promising raid wave. Let's put it like that. So, if I want to have a bunch of buildings and create, like, a maze and a game and have, like, I wanted to add redstone components where if a player stood on a pressure plate, they could put up a wall. And the idea is they wouldn't be very powerful, like you would only be able to play with unenchanted bows. So almost immediately the pack can be split up, that's fine. But their pathfinding is just not good enough here. Shay Grace says, make it so that there are gates that open and close, but there should always be one gate open all the time. That's actually something I was thinking of, having a switch, like you could close particular walls, but it would open other ones. But they are, like, struggling with this very simple wall around the outside. Maybe they need multiple entrances. The other thing is, even if we give them more entrances, I want to have buildings in their way. I want them to walk through, like, somewhat of a maze, so the players have to run around and try and hit them from different angles. You know? Make the wall of circles, says Fallen Turtle. Well, I don't want to build the entire city with circular shapes. I want to build it with houses. Need a target, says Cat Ninja. Yeah, they start with a target. The target is the centre of the village, but they aren't getting there. Unless you mean a villager. But the problem is, if they're attracted to a villager, which I can actually do, they need a direct line of sight with it. So, I mean, I could design the maze with a sliver of blocks always missing. So there's every building has like that level of block missing. That wouldn't be very good either, I don't think. Let's kill them. Can you put the villager in the middle so they can be shot? Yeah, I'm aware of that. Like, they can't shoot even. But then, like I just said, you need the line of sight throughout the entire area. I don't know how far they'll track from. The idea is supposed to be that they would know their way to the centre of the village, but this simple wall on the outside seems to create a problem for them. So, yeah, that's really disappointing. I'm not sure where to take it from here, peeps. I mean, like that's like a very. I thought this would be a very simple hurdle, right? Start to build walls around the outside, entrances. Now we can put a building on the opposite side, and eventually these buildings would be built up so that they would have like balconies that players would play in this space up here, right? Like they would be, there's a building here perhaps, and then there's like a bridge that leads over to a second building. So the players would be walking around these balconies, and there would be like this maze below them that the pillagers are moving towards. And the idea is you've got to go and shoot them and try and stop them from getting to the middle. Because I thought that they would just continue pathfinding all the way there, but that doesn't seem to happen. Fan Varen says, "Are you sure it would work without the wall?" Yeah, because we just been testing that for the last 30 minutes or so. Like we watched them all wander towards it, didn't we? I think we did. Maybe, I don't know. Fan Varen says, "No, you froze them since you moved the village." Yeah, but when we first froze them, we only did one at a time, and the others would wander to the middle before we could stop them. So when we didn't have these cobblestone walls, they were all wandering to the middle. It could be, you could be right. There might be another variable element here that I've made a mistake with, but I mean, what if we do that? Do they then see it, or? I mean, that guy. I think that's coincidence there. Let's not let you do anything bad. He was lower. The village bounds were lower, says James Bay. That's true. We could try that then. So if I bring the centre of the village back down to here, let's see what happens this time. Raid defeat. Oh goodness me, goodness me. So game mode. Sorry, game rule. Disable raids true, and then false, and then. Bad omen. Wait, what? There we go. Okay, the distance thing is a problem. It was actually when I broke that block that it worked. So let's quickly just figure that one out. I think it's from the center of the village. So the block we're looking at there is 30, and the one that we broke is 47. So I think you need to be 16 blocks away from the center of the village to activate it. That sounds... 16 is a common number, right? So this time, I mean, sort of looks better, but no, it doesn't, does it? Ah, dear. Aren't raid parties attracted to a bell, says Tuxaban? I don't think they are. Your circle isn't 64 from the centre anymore, says James Bay. No, we discussed this. It's cylinder. It's based on subchunks, not distance, says Moses. Okay. Okay, the AI goes towards the centre, but once it's nearer, it looks for beds. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe a bed will solve our problems. I've got to admit it, okay? I was in the back of my mind. I was definitely thinking, do you know what's going to make these villagers pathfind better? A bed, definitely. Of course it is. Of course it. Dude, stop running around. Okay, there we go. So now there's a bed in the village. Beds always solve problems. ZZZ, says Charlotte. Yeah, a good old bit of sleep always helps. Now, so far so good. Sort of. Now they look like they're ambling a bit. Well, I mean, one's gone to the... Wait a minute, they're not ambling. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. They all made their way to the centre, did they? Did they now? The bed solved the problem. Is that what you're trying to tell me? All right. Well, can we... Let's do some... Let's fill in these corners. Let's try and start to make a proper maze for them to get around, right? Let's see how far this goes. I'm going to start blocking... actually, if they're going to just pathfind to the centre now, I wish to turn this into a proper challenge. Oh, you can't even get in there anyway. Go on then, you butt! I'm helping you in. So all the others made their way in there. The Raven just going for it, and now it's turned around. Mindthox says all we needed was 1,000 people together. That's all we needed. Right, that's not so promising. But then again, I've been changing stuff while we're playing. Let's just bring in another raid. So I don't know how much width that mob needs, but let's say it's 3. I don't know, maybe we have some areas that they can go straight through and whatnot, and others not so much. I don't really know how to design a maze quickly. It's not my thing. I guess we should put in some dead ends and whatnot, right? So maybe here, you can walk in that way, but you also got to go this way. Anyway, this would just be like a city, so the layout might not be quite the same as this, but something like what we're seeing here. Yeah, I really don't know how to lay out a maze in order to properly challenge the AI. The witches will always like be behind and be slower to get to the middle, but that might be painfully exaggerated. But they are getting there. Let's keep trying here. I'm going to get rid of this so we can look down on the maze we're building. Okay, so let's add in a dead end here. Oh my goodness me, that's a lot of mobs, isn't it? And to think, evokers and whatnot are going to come through here. I mean, it looks like they're doing it. It really does. Okay, there's no way for this thing to get through, is there? No? Okay, it can go through. I mean, this has got potential, I think. I think this has got potential then. They seem to be able to pathfind through. Not that one. Not that one, though. I mean, I don't want to turn it into a maze, but it'll be something maze-like. There's going to be lots of buildings and walls and stuff. So I guess some other stuff to test is like, what happens when we change where they can get in and out of this while they're trying to get to the middle? Right, so what we'll do is we'll have a kind of a lever. Yeah, no, I can picture the way to do this. This is going to be easy, this bit. And we'll do it so we only test the 2 tool mobs for now, just to make it easy. Okay, so let's grab some sticky pistons. Some redstone. Okay, and some repeaters. And a lever. Oh, all the things, eh? All the things. Right. So, over on here, we're going to have our lever of doom, as this guy would call it. And then we'll run a signal over this way. And then we'll make a free wide entrance here. Now, what height do I want these at? One more. No. Yes? That... No, they need to be one lower. And we got a noise in the air. It's a sub bomb from Zinthan, gifting subs to peeps in chat. Zinthan, thank you ever so much for doing that. It's very kind of you to do so. I appreciate it. I will read out the names in just a second. If you hear your name being read out loud, you're now a subscriber. Be sure to throw a love heart to Zinthan, and thank you ever so much for supporting this community here. RFTP Pyro, Fried Rice TV, Yondi07, Henrigo, and Pseudonym are now subscribers. So, congrats, and thank you ever so much for tuning in. And thank you again to Zinthan for gifting those subs. Very kind of you to do so, sir. Right. These blocks go here, and they face a downer woods. Let's check that this works. So, if you do that. Oh, there would be just one, wouldn't there? Okay, so now what we're going to do is that. And another wave of the raid will begin. Another raid wave begins. Have you heard about a group called Ravenface? Jeez. Ravenface? What are they? A metal band? Let's let them in. Oh, straight away you figured it out. Oh, too fast, too fast. No. No! Wandering Trader, what are you doing? What are you? Oh, the Vex. The Vex are here. So, this lever is classically on the wrong side, isn't it? So now, yeah, now they're coming around that way. They can dynamically react to me changing the world, the environment. They pathfind to the better spot. I think we've got a game here. I think we've got a game here. Do you think we've got a Hermitcraft game here? Oh, what's the thing the guy says? Can you dig it? That's the one I was thinking of. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Are you not entertained? What's that one from? Yes, you can, says Tuxaban. Yes. I think we've got a concept right here. I really do. And I'm not going to be able to do this alone. If I make this into a game, I've got to do it with other hermits, because there's going to be so much work. You know, flattening the land, building buildings, creating the stuff up in the sky. Oh yeah, and remember we came up with that number for the distance that seems to activate the raid. So if I can get this to work the same again with 16 blocks difference from the portal, then what we can do is create a lobby, the players come through, and then when they go down to start the game, it then starts with the bad omen effect. Also, I spoke to Mumbo. Mumbo might build us a timer so we can make it a timed game as well. You need to keep it away from Ravager's Run. Yeah, I might not actually be able to build it in the minigame area, ironically. By the way, we had a noise in the ear again from Sweeney Dunstan MC, gifting subs to The Duty and Your Mum 94. Sweeney, thank you so much for supporting the community. Appreciate it as always. And The Duty and Your Mum, you're now subscribers. Feel free to throw a love heart Sweeney's way. Massive thank you everyone for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the support, the bits, the cheers, the You know what I'm talking about. I can't get the words out of my mouth for some reason. But before you head out of here, be sure to hit the follow button and stick around if you want to see Hypnotized playing some vanilla Minecraft. I certainly want to see some, although I do have to shoot. I'm going to tune in for a minute. There is a raid button on the screen somewhere. Be sure to hit it before we head out of here, and we'll go raid Hypno. But anyway, that's it from me this stream. I'll see you all soon. Thank you again ever so much for the support, peeps. Bye-bye.